Hey guys, it's Cheyenne here, and I hope you guys are doing well. And this vlog, it's going to be something very interesting, and आज बहुत अच्छी बात करना चाहता हूँ. So it's a very interesting topic. How I became a musician. So I'm gonna give this a story, and it's going to be quite interesting. So how I became a musician. I was born on January 11th of 2002. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. And म्यूज़िक मुझे बहुत शौक़ था और जितने म्यूज़िक चैनल्स उस टाइम पे थे 2000s में वो इंडस म्यूज़िक और आई एम म्यूज़िक द म्यूज़िक बिफोर मर्ज्ड इनटू एरा म्यूज़िक और जितने बैंड्स मैं सुनता था रोज़ उस पर मिज़रा एक्सक्यूज़ मी स्टार्ट ओवर जितने बैंड्स मैंने सुना था उस टाइम पे वो Mizrab, Aro, Fusion, so many others, and बहुत सारे सीरीज़ का सेट्स हमने ख़रीद किया हमने तो it was a great time and it was really the moment in my life. My mom's brother, also my uncle, Daniel Banjwani, for those who do not know him, he is a bassist. He was with Messiah on the first season of Pepsi Battle of the Bands, वो जो Mikal Hasan और आरो के साथ भी थे. They were on the first Pepsi Battle of the Bands, and he played bass for Messiah and many others, and he has his own solo project called Alien Panda Jury. So he does his own music, and he was so inspiring to me, and I went to a couple of gigs where he played with Seven on Third and Messiah, Orange Noise, and the DA Method. So he really inspired me to become a musician, and मैं जब 2008 और 9 UAE पे रह रहा था temporarily. I got exposure into Western music, like Linkin Park का पहला album Hyper Theory 2000 में released हुआ. So it was a very interesting album. It was a very good album. I loved their music, and also I've heard the third album Minutes to Midnight. Also I've heard the songs from their second album Meteora, like From the Inside, and जितने भी उनके गाना सुनता था, स्पेशली मैं जब आया था कराची में 2008-9 से while I was in UAE. तो it was a very interesting way for me to listen to Western music. तो मैं बहुत पाकिस्तानी म्यूज़िक सुनता था जब मैं छोटा था. तो और इसके बाद मैंने बैंड्स जितने डिस्कवर किया, क्रीड, U2 और बहुत सारे लोग हैं. I mean, I cannot tell. Then I went and got my electric guitar, which is a Greg Bennett. एक beginner का गिटार था. तो I got it with the amplifier, so I didn't know anything about it. So until I was playing with it, तो पता नहीं क्या गाया था मैं I remember that video. My mom has it. So आदत भी गाया था तो मुझे पता भी नहीं कि क्या गाया था lyrics में. I mean, I don't know what I was singing at that time. That was so funny, and I was actually small at that time, 2009. And then after that we came back, and after a while 2012 में Pathways में एक म्यूज़िक का प्रोग्राम था, एक लेसन्स हुआ था. सर परवेज़ एक टीचर है मेरा, परवेज़ चमन. उसने मुझे गिटार्स के कॉर्ड्स सीखा था. उसके बाद जो है ना I got into learning at Kappa. Actually my mind process and thought process, I don't know what to call this. I was actually lazy at that time because I was really not concentrated at that time. It happens to everybody. So मेरे पेरेंट्स को सपोर्ट करना बहुत मुश्किल था उस टाइम में, तो what was the right thing to do then, and I started, practicing more and more and more. After those years, I started becoming much better. And a piece of history I learned from Faraz Anwar, the guitarist, legendary guitarist of Pakistan, not just in Pakistan, but all over the world. Of course, he's from Pakistan, one of the best musicians, excuse me, that I've ever learned from. And I've been learning a lot from him also online, been doing guitar tricks, and everything's been going good. And बैक टू द पॉइंट, मैं कहाँ पे थे, 2014 में मुझे मेटल म्यूज़िक में एक्सपोजर मिल गया. उस पर वॉच मोजो का एक वीडियो था, टॉप 10 हैवी मेटल गिटार रिफ्स. पैंटेरा का एक गाना जो मैंने इंट्रो सुना था, वॉक था, एंड दैट रिफ वाज बहुत ही मैडनेस हुआ था यार. आई मीन इट्स सो मैड हियरिंग द इंट्रो ऑफ द रिफ. एंड then मैंने जितने bands discover किया वो Metallica था. Of course I heard Metallica since, back when I was a little bit of young actually, before I got into my my teenagers. So yeah, in my teens, Metallica, U2 और Creed हर वक्त सुन के, फिर उसके बाद I got into metal music in 2014. I discovered जितने bands मैंने discover किया वो Dio, Judas Priest, Pantera, also Slayer, Metallica, Megadeth, Black Sabbath, and Ozzy Osbourne, many others. I also started listening to a lot of different genres of music, actually metal music. So I also heard a bit of, also मैंने ईस्टर्न म्यूज़िक का सुनता था, ऑफ कोर्स मैंने फ्यूजन का सुनता था, और मिकाल हसन बैंड एंड सो मेनी अदर्स जितने मैं सुनता था पहले. एंड I have no problem with that, and yeah, it was very good. Then 2017, I met Captain Dugog, a very good friend of mine. He was my friend in the same school I was in, Pathways. When I was in grade 9th, I really got introduced to him. So I did not even know he was into that music that I liked. Metal music sunta tha, to he showed me Jaredines' video, and I was like, I'm like, do you watch this guy? And he was like, yeah. So I didn't know this guy knows about, the gear and everything about music, whatever. Kya batein karta tha, to I was really, really not expecting this. So we are still very good friends, and he's also a turntablist. He plays very well. And after I finished grade 9th, grade 10th में मेरे डग ने एक band बनाया. Actually, it was before, like, as a duo, Shock Charge. We were jamming around, like, it was a music program that, my history teacher, her name's Anna Zain, but I call her Miss Anna. She did a music program for us, even Savio as well. Sir Savio, of course. Yeah, and they were doing this music program, and me and Doug were jamming, and we couldn't do anything. Then after that, bunch of the other students came over, and it was just all covers and everything, and it was a good experience. So Doug taught me a lot, and I know at that time I was trying to realize, what being a hard musician is like, doing a lot of hard work and doing a lot of difficult stuff. So yeah, at that time I was doing a lot of rhythm stuff before getting into the lead stuff. So it's in the process. It's going good still, like I said, yeah. So me and Doug were performed. So actually 2018, there was a performance at the school, and did the cover songs like Havana and Fireflies and Demons. And me and Doug did, Linkin Park tribute songs, of course. Chester Bennington, rest in peace. It was a really good one. I performed at Kappa, in 2015. I played inside, shows. And then after that, I played at my school. So yeah, it was a very good experience. I love it. I still have the pictures on my Facebook page, the album, and I'll link it in my. I also link my pages, my social media pages. You will find them out. My Shock Charge performance is on the my Facebook page, and you'll find them out. दोनों albums है उस पे सारे तस्वीर है. So yeah, whoever took it, I mean, I will give a credit on it. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good experience. Then after that, I was in grade 11th happened. I was thinking of doing a farewell, thing. Unfortunately, however, हम लोगों जो है ना पढ़ाई पे ज़्यादा बिजी था और हमने फोकस करना है एग्ज़ाम्स के लिए, मिड टर्म्स के लिए. तो there was nothing planning, but however I got a call from a teacher saying that you would like to do a farewell, so he wanted to perform and play for us. And yeah, I performed at the barbecue night or Winter Wonderland or something. I forgot. I think it's the Winter Wonderland. इस पे खाना जितने सारे हैं, and we did Hallelujah. Then I did a little bit of jamming with Doug. And funny thing is that Mr. Macklin, the principal, I was putting my guitar too loud, and he's like, put it down, put it down. It was so funny, but this was never something funny that happened. Yeah. So Doug was doing all the music with the turntables, and yeah, we jammed a little bit. Then yeah, after my farewell happened, my graduation at school, me and Doug made a single, Shock Charge. It was Black Gold, and this is how the music, of mine started. It was just a single. Then after that, Shock Charge ended, and they disbanded around 2017 and 2018. But in 2019, we took out the first single called Black Gold, and then Doug made a new band with Emil Anderson, another very good friend, Cult of Apotheosis. Yeah. So this doesn't mean me and him are not friends. We're still very good friends, and we're talking still. Yeah, and he's very supportive. And moving on, started taking music production lessons around after the lockdown was passed. And then after that, I was learning from Fadanjam, who runs Electric Room Studios, and taught me more. So after he left, I self-taught a lot. Then after that, I made my music out of it. I was learning a lot from it. And it was a very good experience. I released my album Expressions by the name of Sledge Force, which is band/project, because all the work is done by me. And it was a good experience. The first album was fine. I know it should have been much better, but it's okay. The second album will probably be better. So I haven't planned anything yet, so I need some time to think about it. Sorry, someone opened the door. So I was saying that Sledge Force was, was born in 2017 around May 2nd. Mysteria was that name that happened, and however changed it into Sledge Force in September. So 2017. So yeah, everything's been going good. I've been not thought of the second album yet, so I need to think about it some time. Yeah. So started making more videos, like the backing track, couple of covers I did all these months, like I did Linkin Park covers also. I did Evanescence song Bring Me to Life, and then also I did one of the songs like Final Countdown and many others. So then after that, I started making more content, and yeah, I'm practicing more hard, and the metronome, I've been getting better at my guitar playing. Yeah. So the future is that going to be a musician, and also an athlete, which I'll make in the next vlog. So yeah, that's how I became a musician. I mean, I keep on listening to music all the time, and that makes me feel better a lot more. And yeah, so that's all for the story about how I became a musician. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And stay tuned for the next one. Goodbye and peace.